Greetings and salutations, everyone. I'm Mac. This is Let's Play Black Witchcraft. In the last episode, we put an end to Tripetta, and we picked up some revenants. I kind of want to increase the ultimate gauge level so I can fill up that entire circle just to make it look nice. We do have talents. I think I want to save up for one of those too. But yeah, we have Tripetta's remnant version, Star of Despair. Ooh, those eyes hurt just to look at. But I guess that's why we couldn't show mercy and just take one of her eyes. She didn't have any left. In this episode, I want to tackle the Dimensional Rift. You again? Okay. Oh, there's two orbs. That's why they're giving me trouble. Anyhow, I did say that unless I had a good reason. Thank you, Miss Wilson. My thoughts was that I would fast forward all of these unless I had a good reason to. And I do have some things to discuss. Oh, we didn't have the robots anymore. There was no need to spam that hammer. That's a very awkward place to put the portal to the next floor, isn't it? Anyway, I'm turning down my music. I'm hoping that doesn't affect yours. It shouldn't, since I'm using a headset. But yeah, the thought that I was having was, so the thing with Tripetta, I did say that it felt like it went a bit. It didn't feel like a very good plot twist because of how broken it was. That's probably because it was actually. The thing about this game is that it has mystery on its Steam tags, and yet it didn't have a very good mystery there because although we had all these clues around, the way that we solved it was pretty kind of a letdown. We're actually taking quite a bit of punishment, aren't we? Yeah, if they put mystery in the tags on Steam, then I am going to be disappointed when you don't have a good mystery. if you're gonna put the tag of mystery on the Steam page, then that is something that I'm going to hold you to higher standards than average playlists. But that's not the only weird bit with Steam tags on this game. Another thing that the game has, but for some reason doesn't that I disagree with. Apparently this game is supposed to be a Metroidvania. And the thing is, I've played the Ammonium and I've played the 3DS Metroid game. I know what a Metroidvania is like. This is not a Metroidvania because Metroidvanias are just as much about the 2D platforming as they are about the action. It's about... So... How should I put what I feel is a Metroidvania when I've played some, I haven't played many. I should also set this back to the Perfect Revive, which is also called Revenant, weirdly enough. So, for a start, most Metroidvanias, not all of them have to be, but most of them are about 2D platforming. But the more important part is the exploration, that you have to have varied environments, and often, a lot of things you can't get to on your first time. You defeat bosses, or just to do random what's-its around the place, pick up new abilities, and those new abilities let you explore old places. And often there's going to be collectibles in those places that aren't just for making the percentage completion tick up. It's also going to be, it's not just for a completion percentage. Often there are things like increasing your HP or your attack power or all sorts of nonsense like that. The Ammonium itself said it's a staple of the genre, you know? And often, going back and exploring is how you can get past difficulty spikes. This game does have evolving abilities with how we keep saying, alright, we might need to add new things like Spinner to our set. But it doesn't really follow through on a lot of stuff. These environments aren't varied. The abilities that we get are solely for the making enemy numbers go down faster. Meanwhile, what this game doesn't have, it doesn't have the action game tag. And therefore, I can say with certainty that that Steam tags are just not very reliable. Anyway, that said, I do have other topics to discuss, but they're more just random ones. And as soon as I'm finished here, I'll maybe be able to start that thought. So, Isekai has gotten to be an extremely popular story idea. Not just anime, there's also some webcomic sites that I check out that have a lot of them. And the thing is that just because it's overdone doesn't make it automatically bad, it just means that, well, it's overused, really. Hang on. Make things dead first, chit chat later. I do not have Crunchyroll access, so a lot of the things that I've seen have been gotten through maybe not quite as fair as I was able to watch My Next Life as Villainess only because my brother-in-law, who lives on not the opposite side of Australia, but far enough that I can't visit him easily, he was kind enough to give me his password. It doesn't work anymore though, so that's unfortunate.
分析の結果、おおよそ20階層で構成されています。
20階層か。それなら入る前に言ってほしいものだが。
残念ながら、私も先ほどの情報から把握いたしまして。
仕方ない。どうするといいか考えるとしよう。
We're on the 7th floor and we're halfway through the episode. Oh boy. I feel like we've seen enough Shadow that I can swap over to Star of Despair now. But yeah, My Next Life as Villainess is kind of fun because it's about, I think what makes it unique is that it's not... We never do actually find out the name of her name before she reincarnated. So it's really not, this person takes over Katarina's role and tries to change it. It's Katarina gets memories of a past life and uses her knowledge of the game world to try and avoid her terrible fate as a hate-sink villainess. And that was kind of fun. And it feels like the Ojo-sama trope might be getting into an interesting position now. Because now we have, I'm in love with the villainess. This time, the reincarnating main character is the main character, but rather than any of the male love interests, she has a thing for the female villainess who is an unrepentant bully towards her. And hilarity ensues. I have heard that maybe her attitude at the start is a little bit out of sorts. But it does have a very interesting scene of, are you gay? Yes. And a bit of discussion on that, on how it's not fair to say, well, you can't say things like, I'm in danger just because she's gay, it's not fair. It's when she says things like, okay, can we get lovey-dovey now? That's when you're allowed to be somewhat unsafe. There's also that trailer video from Crunchyroll showing them off in a magic duel, and that's kind of hilarious because Claire does some really impressive stuff, and Ray agrees, wow, that's so cool, but also I'm not the sort of person to ever give up, and so drops her down a hole. And then for extra measures, she drops her down another hole inside the hole. And then everyone points out, you know that she's going easy on you, right? She has water magic. She can easily beat your fire magic. So yeah, she was actually going easy on her because she wanted to spend more time fighting with her and getting to see her doing cool stuff. Oh boy, she got bad. Anyway, do I have other thoughts on the game? Or random topics nearby? Limber's company is having a patch in a few days, and unfortunately, while I'd love to make videos about the Luxcavations, I can't. Because in a few days, I have to take my computer into the shop. I think it's, ironically, the very day that the computer shop, the very day that the patch starts. Oh, there's two orbs! I hate that there's two orbs. That dog needs to go somewhere that I'm not, thanks. On the upside, the orb is bleeding. Yeah, I would like it if I could just show off all of the new Luxcavations right at the start, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. I could maybe do the first day Luxcavation, but then it would be an uncertain amount of break before the next, and I just don't feel like that would work out for the best. I would rather do them all in one straight week. That said, I did link my phone to my account, so I will be able to at least keep up on daily stuff. I just won't be able to make any proper progress because the phone controls for this game are garbage. Why? Why would you give me 2 orb floors in a row? Of course, there's also the thing that they've gone from keeping the icons on the screen to just being, this day is Sloth Day, this day is Wrath Day, and so forth, so you can't actually tell in advance what those enemies are going to be. And if you're wondering why I need to take my computer into the shop, it's because of lag like that. It's just getting very tedious. Oh, a break floor. Trails of returning start. There were a lot of potions in there. Need more gun. I guess the other thing about Linda's company that's kind of funny is that they're actively not telling us what the upcoming extractions are. Well, it'll be a surprise once you get to it. They've just put question mark, question mark, question mark. Of course, they have released the trailer which shows those new identities. It's just very short trailers.
このような時間と独立した空間にいるとあれこれ考えてしまうな。
そうですか？
時間を固定できれば私が肉体を変える必要もなくなるだろう。
生きた者の肉体、死者の肉体の次が時間を超越した肉体とは乗り越えなければならない難関が多そうです。
それはそうだろう。しかしいつかは到達するだろう。今までそうだったように。はあ
We could go straight to the next dimensional rift if we wanted to. Actually, you know what else we could do? I said I would show off Star of Despair. Unfortunately, now it's on cooldown, so I guess that's going to be a thing that we end the video with. They also showed off, hey, we've got new ego for you to use. Rodion is finally getting a new ego. She's had the same ego set since the start of the game. It's quite silly. I'm hoping that we get at least one new Zane, but I'm not holding my breath. Those seem to be pretty rare. Stupid orbs! So yeah, it's got quite the AoE potential there. I was hoping that I could press the shield button, but it seems like it's quite hard to remember the key code off the top of my head.
遊びはここまでだ。どこを見ている？はあ？見えすぎる。粉砕する。
The orbs are one of the more annoying enemies that you can see this early thanks to their super armor and the fact that they just teleport in, mess you up and teleport out, and if you use Quantum Gate to avoid damage, then you aren't going to be... If they do use Quantum Gate, if you use Quantum Gate to avoid their attack because it came in so inconveniently, you will not have enough time to respond to anything else. Especially if you do want another connecting route for Limbus Company and this. How about the fact that both of them are considered anime games? Pretty sure that Korea is... I guess it's more an art style than a location. I can cut a slack there, I guess. Seventeenth floor. So he takes 49 damage there. I think the bleed ignores defense. Either that or the defense debuff from guillotine doesn't affect bleed at least. Actually no, I think all enemies take that 49 damage. So yeah, bleed ignores defense, another reason why Reaper is the best skill in the game. Yeah, all that time I spent air comboing them, and one guillotine makes them into a joke. Go figure. It's still very important to learn how to air combo though, so you might as well.
やっぱり予想通りか。
どうなさいましたか？
歪みの核があること、そして核が守るために召喚した強力な悪魔のようなあれと。
あれですか。私も何と呼べばいいか浮かびません。
まずはあれを倒してからゆっくり考えてみるか。あーっとチキンだ。
叩いてやる。
ここまでだ。
It's time for a rematch.
叩いてやる。
付き合いはここまでだ。
Oh, ow. Ooh, you can see bone.
叩いてやる。
この程度は
邪魔だ。
Oh!
この程度は
He really did not want this to be a clean sweep against him, huh?
倒したようだな。
はい。ではまず、あれの故
But
障を
any
決めま
fight
し
you
ょう。
can walk away from is
歪みの
still a
守護
good
者はどう
fight.
だ。
いいですね。
ん？すぐ賛成するとは意外だな。
今までの経験上、次の候補が良い確率はゼロに近いので。
And she has no comeback for that, does she? But yeah, I'm surprised that I managed to keep up a decent commentary for this whole time. The problem is that we're now level 54, which probably means that we're ready to tackle the next dimensional rift. Whoops. Blue, then orange. Oh, come on. You guys really think you can pick a fight with me? Oh yeah, next time on Let's Play Black Witchcraft, maybe I'll have my computer fixed. It's a really fancy new computer, so the fact that it's giving me so much trouble is not nice. The fact that I've spent a lot modifying it is even less, but the fact that I get these slow motion parts is just obnoxious.
遊びはここまでだ。
Okay, you wanna play? I find it kind of interesting that the auto heal is also on the same place that we have the auto revive and the ability to reduce your HP to 1. So I guess they did know what they were doing when they were picking out abilities for the stigma. Orange. So yeah, next time on Let's Play Black Witchcraft, we'll probably tackle the next dimensional rift. Maybe we should swing by our Necromancer Ghost just to see if any of the stigma that we picked up she'd like to hear. She has any gifts for fixing up having more stigma, but also it'll be an even bigger dimensional rift, so we might have to split that episode up. Who knows? Till next time, guys, take care. I'll see you all around.